All right, here we have a problem just very similar to the one we just did. Um, so we got density, we're given density in 19.3 grams per cubic centimeter. And we are asked to, I'll color code this again, grams to kilograms, and also go from volume cubic centimeters to cubic meters. So let's take care of the the easier one, yeah, you could say. Let's get rid of grams, turn that into kilograms. So we can get rid of grams by putting that on the other side of the conversion factor and turn that into the desired unit, kilograms. And there are 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram, so that's done. We've got this thing in kilograms. Now let's take care of the volume portion, cubic centimeters into cubic meters. Now, again, if you want to so if you missed last one, the last video, you might have done this here. All right, so centimeters, all right, to meters. All right, you recognize there's cube there, and you're like, okay, there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And if you did that, that is not true. That's not valid. So let me do this first, and then I got some questions after my last video, so I'll try to explain this a different way, or give you a visual for it. All right, so when you have squares, or when you're squaring or cubing units, you should just write the conversion factor that you know. So there's 100 centimeters in 1 meter. That is true. And you need to cube that whole conversion factor, or square it if you're trying to square it. Okay, now what that will do is that we'll cube the numerical portion, the unit, top and bottom. So that's what you need to do. And when we do that, so let's just, I'll just keep it like that. All right, and then get rid of this out here. So when you do that, then we can, oops, get back to my pen. Then we can see the units cancel out, and then we are left with meters cubed, which is what we want on the bottom. All right, so let's punch these numbers in, and it's easier for me to just do this without a calculator, because punching all those keys in. This is 10 to the 3. All right, and this is just 1. Get rid of that. All right, and this is 10 to the 2, and we're going to cube that. All right, so that's really, the top part is 10 to the 6. Okay, so 10 to the 6 minus what's on the bottom right here is 10 to the 3 is going to be 10 to the 6 minus 3. So the numerator is going to be 19.3 times 10 to the 3. And that's going to be our answer. Well, that's not going to be our answer, because we need to write this in proper scientific notation. Now, let me get the units here, because we have kilograms on the numerator and cubic meters and the denominator. Now, we just need to move that decimal once over to the left, and we got 1.93 times 10 to the 4 kilograms per cubic meter. And that'll be our final answer. We got 3 sig figs in our only measurement, and so our answer is going to need to have 3. Now, let me go back and explain this thing, because I had a couple questions after my last video, like why do we need to do that? So think about this. All right, you got, so instead of volume, because that's 3-dimensional, let's do this. Just take a look at a square. All right, simple area thing. All right, so say you have like 1 foot by 1 foot. All right, so go ahead, square that. All right, so we know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. All right, that's our conversion factor. All right, so you square 1 foot, 1 foot by 1 foot. The area here, all right, area, surface area, let's say. That's fine. Area is 1 foot squared. That's true. Now, would you say because of this conversion factor, that is also equal to 12 inches squared? That's where a lot of students make mistakes. So this is not true. Because think about it. All right, instead of labeling this 1 foot, let's label it 12 inches and 12 inches. Right, they're the same. It's the same cube. Instead of labeling one foot, we're doing 12 inches. Now it's 12. So length times width here, 12 times 12. Does it still give you 12? Of course not. You know, this is not true. So this is rather 144 inches squared. So that's why up here you can't just cube the unit and not do the same for the numerical portion. You're just going to get the wrong answer. So hopefully that helped, and keep practicing.